Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you happen to be new here, welcome to the Painted South. So if you've watched any of my more recent videos, you'll know that we are hoping to downsize. We're trying to get our house cleared out and finish up some projects and get everything ready so that we can sell it, and it is going really slow. It seems to be a really slow process. I've been trying to pack it all up, get it organized, get it on the pod storage container, but I just still have stuff everywhere. Now, we've been here for almost 5 years, and we have accumulated a lot of stuff. And more stuff. Lots and lots of stuff. Stuff in the dining room. Stuff. More stuff. Extra stuff. Stuff in cabinets. Stuff in closets under the stairs. The room that used to be my office is my hoarding room at the moment. I have everything piled in there. I'm trying to sort it, pack it. It's a complete and utter disaster and mess. It's everywhere. So in my attempt to go from almost a hoarder to not quite a minimalist, I'm trying to get rid of a lot of things that we don't need. I'm keeping all the things I love, all my decorations. I have lots of faux florals. They're all in bins. All of my metal and wood decorations and all of that kind of stuff I'm keeping. It's boxed up, and a lot of it's boxed up, and I'm trying to go ahead and get that on the pod. I'm selling a lot of furniture and items that we just don't absolutely love, or think we probably either A, just don't want to move because they're too bulky and heavy, or B, we're kind of over them and we just don't want those anymore. So I've been selling a lot of stuff. A lot of times when you're trying to declutter and downsize, it's hard to make those decisions. Some things are very easy. I don't want it anymore. We don't use it, or you don't even like it. If you don't like something, it's very easy to get rid of it. But if you're not using something, but you think you might use it later, that's where, to me, the hard decisions come in. And there were so many things that I have collected over the years that I purchased to do a project on. If you know my channel or you know me, you know I love to do makeovers, use salvaged items, all that kind of stuff. I love to paint things. I like to collect things that I'm like, oh, I have an idea for that. I'll just go ahead and get it. And I'm still going to do that in the future, but transitioning from this large house to wherever we are going to move, which I don't know exactly where that is right now, and I'll get into that in another video. But I just have all of these great pieces that I knew I could do something with, and I just hadn't gotten around to doing those things yet. So I was accumulating a huge pile in the garage of all of the things that I haven't gotten to, whatever. I just was getting rid of. I had solid wood doors, just different pieces, tons of frames, artwork, mirrors, all kinds of stuff. So I made a big pile in the garage for the thrift store to come pick up. But I knew if there was one person that could utilize a lot of these items, it would be my really good friend, Lisa. Lisa has her own channel. It's called Southern Yankee Designs. I've mentioned her before in a video or on a community post as well. And she is extremely talented. Now, I like to paint and I like to do faux finishes, but Lisa is professionally trained in Italy. She's educated and trained in Italy. She is an interior designer, and she does tons of work in really high-end homes doing faux finishes. She can create something out of nothing with just paint and texture. I've seen her work. She's created things that look like limestone. She does Venetian plaster the right way. She can make concrete look like hardwood floors. She can make your ceilings look like they're tongue and groove wood. She is amazing. And I thought, if there's one person that can do something with some of this stuff, it's Lisa. So I gave her a call and I said, hey, do you want to come take a look at any of this stuff and see if maybe there's something you can use before I send it off to donations to the thrift store? And she said, sure. And so she came by.
My husband's gonna kill me.
Now, Lisa's husband may kill her, but mine is happy because I cleared out a lot of space in the garage. Listen, now you ladies know, do not underestimate a woman's ability to fit something she wants into her vehicle.
Thanks for the junk.
So after Lisa left with all of my junk, which was now her junk, I was inclined to go over there and do a little snooping and see what she had intended to do with some of it. And so I decided that I would take a little 35-minute scenic drive over to her house and see her new addition. She's been renovating her home for the past couple of years. She's not quite 100% finished, but she's very close. And so I thought we would go over to Lisa's house and be nosy and see what she has going on over there and see what she was going to do with some of that stuff. So let's go check out Lisa's newly renovated house. I can't wait for you to see it, and I can't wait for you to see what she did in her pantry. I will link her video of how she created that look in the description box below. All right, let's take a road trip. Okay, so we're at Lisa's house and she is going to show us how she created this custom pantry using salvaged and recycled items.
First off, I'd like to at least give credit where credit's due. This was a great idea, but it's not all my idea. My friend Kimberly was doing something similar in her kitchen, and it just inspired me to do something really cool with my pantry on a budget, because my budget was way over, so I had to get creative. Okay, so all of these pieces were in my storage building. This is my husband's grandmother's old hutch, and then I had a few pieces that were left over from my kitchen set that again were in my storage building. And I had a shelving unit. This shelving unit was in my husband's office and he wasn't using it anymore. So again, it was in the storage building. This is also my husband's grandmother's old cedar wardrobe. And basically what I did was I measured everything first, and I went through my storage building and I found a bunch of pieces that I knew would kind of work together. And I just kind of pieced them together. I moved them around and I pieced them to where they fit somewhat. And so I wanted something really unique and different on the front of those doors because they were so flat, and once I painted it, the wood grain and all of the interest kind of went away. So I had these this fork and spoon set that I had in my old kitchen, again in my storage building, and I needed pulls, so I just attached them to the front of the doors with wood screws. And they make great pulls.
They work perfect.
And they work perfect. No, but they do. They make great pulls, and it's not wasted stuff. I did something with it. And then I did spend a little bit of money on some plywood to fill in all the gaps and trim. So that's what I did. But basically what I did was I took these pieces, I attached them together, and then I just filled in the gaps with shelving and trim to make it all fit and all kind of go one level. A lot of these items are items that I had in my old kitchen before we renovated. We have a large collection of cookbooks, and I needed a place for that, so that was very important to have shelving in here. So on the walls I wanted to do something unique, and that is in my video how I did that. It's just old silverware, or is it? But I wanted to do something creative, unique, and think outside of the box. And just do something fun and funky on the walls. I know it's just a pantry, but it's my personality, and I wanted something special and different. So I think I've accomplished that on a very tiny budget. I'm talking probably maybe $100, give or take, just for extra wood and trim for the shelving, and there's not really a lot of it. So now that you've seen my pantry, you'll understand the piece that I'm getting ready to show you of what I got from your house. Your trash is my treasure. So keep this in mind when I get ready to show you what I'm getting ready to do in my dining room. All right, so just like my pantry, I have got to get creative with this area because this area is unfinished to me. I've had this piece, this huge monster, for several years. This white part was actually, I used in my old kitchen. So I'm going to make kind of like a dry bar, maybe some storage shelving on both sides. So this is the piece I got from you the other day. I know you were getting ready to trash it, and thank God it fit in my car because it fits perfect right here. So what my plans are with this, kind of like my pantry, I am going to probably take about 4 inches off of the bottom and fill it with shelves, and probably add some filler pieces. And then on this side, so this area, this is going to be kind of challenging because this is the door to a little hallway to my bedroom. We just put some temporary molding up for now, just so it didn't look so rough. But I want to do like a hideaway door or something really cool here that looks like it's part of this unit, but it'll be a secret door. So I'm still trying to figure that out. I am going to do a video on this whole project. I just got to figure this part out first. What do you think? Do you think I should maybe try to do a bookcase, or should I make it look like a fake cabinet panel? I need all the help I can get because this part, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do or how I'm going to do. I know I want it to be a secret door to this area, and I want it to all blend and all look like one piece of furniture, kind of like I did in my pantry. So any help I would greatly appreciate. So before you go, I just wanted to share this with you really quickly. I saved a lot of money on this range hood just by ordering it unfinished. So it's unfinished wood, and I painted it to look like metal. I did a faux metal strap and the faux rivets. So I do have a video on how I did this finish step by step, and if you'd like to see it, come and check out my channel at Southern Yankee Designs.
Oh, you.
Okay.
Oh, I just inhaled a bunch of dust. Oh my God.
I saved a lot of money on this hood range. On this range hood? I saved a lot of money on this hood range. Oh my God. One. Okay, so before you go, really quickly, I wanted to tell you, before you go.
You just started.
Okay, so before you go, really quick, I wanted to show you. Okay. So. Okay. Okay. All right, so before you go, I wanted to share this really quick. Okay, so before you go, let me know what you think. Do you like it?
Yes, Lisa, we loved it. Thank you so much for letting us come into your home, and I hope you all enjoyed this tour of Lisa's house, and I'm so excited to continue sharing my journey of downsizing from this house into our next living situation, which I don't know what that's going to be, but I hope you'll follow along. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, I would love for you to do so. Normally, I do a ton of DIYs and decorating videos, but while we're in transition, I'm going to be filling in with some other types of videos, all related to the home. So I hope you'll consider subscribing. And if you like this video, share it with a friend as well. And please, please go over and check out Lisa's channel at Southern Yankee Designs. I will leave a link to her channel in the description box below. And if you would like to help Lisa out, please leave any suggestions that you have for her for that wall cabinet that she's trying to do the hideaway door. She really does want some suggestions. So if you would, please leave those in the comments below.